Okay, here is the one we found at the storage, and I found it as it is. I remember disassembled this model 3 or 4 years ago, I think. So we're gonna get it ready to paint it. Let's remove first the battery contact. Cool. Now wash. Alright, now we have it ready. Wash and dry. And it's ready to paint. But first, as you can see, there are no stickers. And we gotta prepare everything for painting. So I have here a piece of cardboard, and we need some masking tape to get this ready. As you can see here, we have the wheels sticked to the masking tape in a single line, so it will be very easy to paint. And we protected the under the chassis, because we need to paint white just the top. And here is the roof covered with masking tape and the smoke box. We don't need to paint these areas, so we leave the exposed areas for paint, and also the tender. Okay, let's go outside. So I am not using primer, I'm using Crayon paint. This one is really sticky, and it helps the paint to keep on plastic, because it does fuse. So now we go with the gold color, one coat, and then after dry we apply the second and third coats. So that looks fantastic. Okay, here is our product. We have our gold tender. So we gotta remove all the masking tape on the parts we covered. This looks really good. So white on top and no paint under the chassis. Now look at the roof and the smoke box. It's clean, excellent. Now the wheels, I wait until one side dry, and then I flip over the wheels. I flip the wheels and I paint it over the other side. Looks good. So let's begin with the assemble. First the driving axle. And then let me see, we gotta pick 2 for the engine and 4 for the tender. So let's put the rod. Excellent. Now these little pins, I don't really know what's the name of this, but I call them pins. And often I show you on camera how to get this done, and sometimes I don't. But here I'm using a hammer, as you can see. Excellent. Alright, now let's continue with the tender. I gotta put the battery terminals. Once we identify which one goes, because there's 2 different. So the one is flat is the positive and the negative is the other one. With the press of the screwdriver, it stays in place. Now we gotta prepare battery terminals. I'm just adding a little bit of solder with flux, just getting ready because we're gonna put the wires. And the same for the electric motor, the gearbox. I'm gonna add a little bit of solder with flux, and this way will be easy for me to put the new wires. Cool. Now first we gotta identify the positive and the negative. Remember, plus sign is the positive, and I'm using the red wire, and the negative is the black wire. So please make sure, if you're a kid, do this under the supervision of an adult, otherwise you're gonna burn your fingers. Now the negative goes to the lever or the switch. The red, which is the positive, goes to the electric motor, right there. Excellent. Okay, now we are ready to paint, do the lining, and to do that I have here my markers, and I'll show you part of the process. It's very simple. Just run the markers on the lining. It's really easy. Very, very good. Okay, now here I'm using my big fat marker. I made a hole in the center, close to the center, so that way it's very easy for me to paint the iron lamps. Is it the iron lamps or lamps irons? Lamps irons. There. So anyways, remember, I am not expert in models, but anyways, so you understand what I'm trying to say. So we are ready to begin the assemble. Don't forget to put the little weights first, then the gearbox right there. On this part, make sure do not tie too much, or you're gonna break these little tabs or the holders for the electric motor. Okay, next we just put the chassis. All right, again, more weights right here. Then the 4 little wheels on the front. That looks nice. Okay, the middle wheels and the driving wheels right here. And the cover for the chassis. Don't forget the coupling. And the screws. Good, good, good. Don't tie too much or you're gonna break your old engine. Sometimes these are very old and they are very easily to break. Now the side roads. That looks good. Okay, now the rest is very easy. Just put the wheels on the tender as shown and the chassis, and we are good to go. We are almost done. Now one more thing, battery cover, and here I'm going to cut. I'm using vinyl, cutting the vinyl to do the lining for the tender and the number 2 and the windows. Excellent. It looks good. Okay, now here is the result. We are done. Look at the windows. Nice. Okay guys, I hope this was a good demonstration how to, or the process and how I made this model. Please consider subscribing if you haven't do, and don't forget to activate the notifications bell, and enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for watching. Over and out.